Hey everybody, Erika here. I'm gonna show you how to stop topping the ball in 30 seconds. Yep, 30 seconds. Start that timer. Lean to the green, stay leaning, pivot, divot. I actually think that was more like 15 seconds. Hey listen, that exercise is one of my favorites. It's the most core fundamental movement you can learn to help problem solve your way to better contact. If you're topping it, hitting it fat, or just struggling with directional control, you need to learn to master that drill. It's basically impact training. It's one of the core drills that we use in our golf schools and retreats here with True Swing, and it's one that I start with as a warm-up personally every time I play with a short club. It's also something that's critical if you're really struggling to time up a long swing. Start smaller, get your pivot divot down, and then make it bigger. Build back bigger after you learn to do this. Kind of like learning to walk before you learn to run. All right, so let's get into it. So I gave you the little preview of it, but this is kind of what the steps are. It's important for you to understand first where the low point is of your swing. The low point is the bottom of our swing circle. Here's a circle, here's my swing, and if I just get the club moving, you can see it touches the ground if I maintain a constant radius and stay centered in my feet. But in the golf swing, we move to the target, and as we move to the target, the circle is gonna move with you. So if we're anticipating a weight shift, we wanna be on our lead leg before the club arrives to lead it there. So our low point is going to be a little bit forward of the center of our stance. You can see where that ended up as I stood here and moved my weight to my lead side. So very simple. We're gonna place the ball just behind that low point that we are expecting to happen if we're on our lead leg. So for those of you that are struggling with weight shift, hanging back, topping the ball, hitting it fat, you need to practice living on that lead side from start to finish with a half swing so that you guarantee that low point's gonna happen out here where you're leaning. If you can do that, the rest of the swing is pretty simple. Here's a pendulum-like motion that's energized by my torso turn. My torso's turning back, my torso's turning through as I stand on that lead side. Pivot, divot. It should work out perfectly each time if you're staying balanced, if you're not over swinging and trying to manipulate or muscle your shot. So that's also part of this. So see, my wrists are supple, my grip is good, my alignments are good, my ball position is where? Middle of my stance, not too far forward, because I want to catch the ball before that club is destined to bottom out by my lead foot. It's pretty automatic. Now you might be standing here saying, well, that looks like a punch shot. That's not real golf swing. This is foundational movement that you need to get good at before you can graduate to a true full swing. We'll save that for another day. There's a teaser for you. I think for now, if you again are really struggling, this is kind of a fix all. It helps you check the box if you're being balanced, if you're turning, if your divot's even happening. And a few little tricks that I tell my golfers from this drill is we want to stay not only on that lead side enough, so as a golfer, right-handed golfer, are we left enough? Are we low enough in our posture? And are we long enough with our arms in a relaxed way to allow that radius to stay constant? This is radius management. I'm starting in my posture and I stay in that posture as I rotate. If I pull away from the ground, I've got a top shot. If I pull away from the ground this way, I've got a top shot, but I'm not maintaining my pendulum, I'm breaking my pendulum. So if you want to maintain your radius, let's do the pivot divot drill in balance with soft long arms. You can see the shape of my arms and the club make about a letter Y here, and my Y stays intact, back and through. I'm swinging roughly from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It might be a little longer with momentum, but I'm in this ballpark. I'm not going really super big. My wrists aren't over hinging for the size swing I'm taking. There's an appropriate amount of soft, supple wrist hinge and a little bit of baby lag that just starts to develop with this size swing. It's minimal, but it is there in a natural, relaxed way. Now, it's possible that you could start left and on the way through, go backwards. There's no guarantee that you're gonna stay left in this swing unless you really concentrate on it and you keep the weight on your back foot kind of light. So you could exaggerate and really get more dramatically on that front leg, or even do a few where you force yourself into a single leg version a couple of times just to see if you can stay balanced over here and avoid truly falling back. So fight for your balance on that lead side. Don't give up on it, and try to keep your upper body respectively on top or closer to that front side. If your head and chest go backwards, likely your weight is going to go backwards. So check out my cool True Swing hat here, and how when I set up for my pivot divot, the brim of my hat is right over the golf ball. It stays over that golf ball as I pivot through. I'm not going backwards. If anything, I'm releasing a little bit more towards the target on that follow through side. So again, pretty simple concept here. It's important to note that my balance stays intact throughout the motion. I'm not over swinging in my follow throughs, not farther than my back swing. For example, if I start out with a half swing and then on the way through I finish up here, you can see what that does to my balance. I lose it, I compromise my ability to stay low and on that lead side and long enough. I've come away from the ball way too much, way too quickly because of thrust. So if we stay in this sort of gear that is nice and easy, relaxed, a little bit soft, a little bit just not rushed, patient, we lean into that pendulum rhythm. That's going to keep us in check so that we can perform a simple pivot divot. If you're familiar with the 5 principles of a true swing, which you can check out on my website, I have a whole document about it. We go through those core fundamental foundational elements of freedom, energy, balance, and having the right kind of flow in our swing. But beyond those, we really need that tempo too. That's a core principle because pendulums have even predictable tempo. So if you've got the other things, you're in balance, your flow is good, you're pivoting, but you're too quick, chances are something's gonna break down. That pendulum isn't really swinging. We're forcing, dragging, steering, chopping, not really true swinging. So a few more for the road here. What do you say? Okay, I'm counting out that pendulum rhythm on this one. Lean to the green, lean on that front side. I'm going from a bent left knee to a standing left leg, as you're gonna see, in the rhythm of 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You can play with swing size and grow it a little bit once you get a bit more confident, but this is a great place to start to build and rebuild your confidence in your ball striking. Learn to hit down and through. All of these are just so super solid, and it's in an effortless way with tempo, balance, freedom, good energy without over-energizing it for what this is really meant to be, using that nice momentum to carry the club through with my body pivot. If you want to learn more about tempo, check out that video I did about a year ago talking through that 1 and 2 rhythm sequence. That's a really good one. And again, for more information about True Swing lessons, content, clinics, online lessons, and all the rest of it, click in the caption. We've got some great links that'll take you to more resources within our site and to really get access to not only myself, but our other True Swing coaches, which are really starting to pop up all over the country and North America. How exciting is that? All right, guys, great to see you back here on YouTube. Stay tuned for another tip next week.